And we're on. Yes. Are we on? Yes. We are. Good morning, everybody. It is still morning, right? I have Will Witt here with me today. It's morning, right?
Good morning, America. Yes. This is our morning show.
This is our morning show.
Grab a cup of Joe.
I need a cup of Joe. I need it. It's January 4th, 2022. Happy New Year to all the parents. Jill Simonian here with PragerU Kids and our prep membership group, PragerU Resources for Educators and Parents. I don't think I've done one of these kids' lives for over a month.
No, everyone's been starving for it.
Exactly.
We've been all waiting for it, Jill.
Have you really?
Well,
anyways, we're saying hi despite Will's friendly, positive sarcasm and wink, wink, laughing at me. It's okay. I'll let you laugh at me.
No, I do love these. I do.
Does. Listen, for all of you parents out there, we always like to say hello. We encourage you to check out our PragerU Kids shows. We are just getting started. Will, this is a pop quiz that I did not tell you about. How many views did we get last year, the year of 2021, for our PragerU Kids shows?
Total views?
Total views for 2021, kids shows only.
Okay, let's guess 50 million.
That's really great of you. I think it was around 5 million, which is still great. But,
listen,
you guessed 50. It was 5. It was around 5 million views for our kids' shows. And the most positive thing about that is that
it felt like 50 million because of so many people coming up to me and telling me how great the kids' content is.
Oh, look at that. He knows how to save it. You're slick. Okay. Yes, that's true. But it's super positive because we just launched our kids program not even a year ago, last January. And we've had such a positive response from all of you parents, grandparents, caregivers, wanting to give our children an, I will say, enlightened education, a pro-America positive education, to have pride in our country, love for our country, to learn the truth of our history, both bad and good, but in a non-radicalized way that unfortunately many of our schools are pushing right now. So, our prep membership group is continuing to take back education through positive reinforcement of our American values and history. And we are just getting started, and we have so many more things to do. And I wanted to start this new episode, live today, with a headline of victory. Victory in New Jersey schools. Can you believe it, Will? Shall I share with you?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. We are on I'm operating the computer, so everyone who knows me knows that this is not my strong point. So help me walk and chew gum at the same time, everyone. Okay, can we see what's on? Can we see? New Jersey school violated law by asking students about gender identity. Now, I used to have my kids in public school last year. I did decide to walk the walk and pull them out of our once beloved public school because of issues described in this article. I'm going to read you the first paragraph, but I do want you to follow along. This is from, where's this from? Breitbart. New Jersey school violated law by asking students about gender identity. Parents in Cedar Grove, New Jersey won a legal battle against their school district after challenging an equity, ding, 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 there's that word, equity survey that asked students as young as 9 years old about their sexual identities and behaviors. As a parent last year, when I saw headlines like this, I thought, surely that's hyperbole. They're not. They're asking students about gender identity, sexual behavior, all of these things completely inappropriate for 8, 9 years old, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, in my opinion, 15, 16, up into through high school. So let's take a look at this article. It is a victory for parents. Parents filed a complaint. Oops, I'm on the wrong part. Let me scroll. Told you guys I can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
You're doing fantastic.
I hate all the ads that we got in there. Anyways, okay, so parents filed a complaint, and these surveys were used to explore. Listen, the survey had about 8 questions in it that parents found out about that they were not previously informed about, and the survey asked students to anonymously share their race and ethnicity, gender identity, and opinion on several topics, which varied by grade level. That would be used, as the school district and equity committee that put forth this survey explained, that would be used to explore previous and present bias to provide tangible solutions for all stakeholders. Will, you are not a parent, but when you hear things like that, what does that mean to you? How do you interpret that?
Well,
to explore bias.
I mean, first of all, New Jersey is falling apart for the left because New Jersey has 1 million more Democrats than it does Republicans, and you have victories like this. You have the governor basically almost losing his race, even with that wide margin. The entire state is falling apart, and it's not just in New Jersey. It's happened in Virginia. It's happening all over this country where people are realizing that the woke nonsense that the left is pushing is no longer the best thing for their kids. You can do a lot to adults, and people will kind of just go along with the flow, but once you start coming after people's kids, that's when the parents really get activated to go and do something. So this is a big win. This is a big win. I don't want people to just diminish this and say, oh, it's just some little thing in New Jersey. This is happening all over the country because people are fed up. I spoke at a rally yesterday in Sacramento at the state capitol in California. And, one thing I told people is that this is not a feel-good rally. This is not a rally where you come to feel good about the things that you believe in, okay? There are Christians in China who are getting killed for their religion, and then you have people here in America who won't even go and tell people their religion because they're embarrassed of what they believe. And so what I meant by that is that, the time for being weak about this kind of stuff is over. The time to be like these New Jersey parents and file a complaint or go and stand up to the Board of Education or run for a school board office or any of these other things, that time is now because you can't afford to sit around anymore.
It's true. You can't. And yet last year when I was going to school board meetings and trying to naively save the district from the equity and inclusion consultants that they would bring in for hundreds of thousands of dollars, telling everyone that we're biased, that we're racist, that we're not inclusive, all of this garbage stuff. As a parent, and there are many parents out there, and if you are a parent who has been speaking up, and if you have a success, I want you to leave it in the comments so we can talk about it. But the time to be timid and hesitant, I don't want to make the PTA president mad. I don't want to, it's over.
Right.
It is over. And one of the hidden dangers that I do want to really talk about here is, they're talking about gender identity, sexual orientation, all of these things that are in these surveys posed as SEL, social emotional learning surveys. They're talking about, this is for the wellness of the children. This is so everyone can feel seen and heard and included in it. No, what it's meant to do is divide. And the second you see that reality clearly, as a parent, as a teacher, we know we've got amazing teachers out there. Many teachers in our prep group, membership group, have said how against all of this division they are. But once you see that division, you can't unsee it.
Right.
And like you said, it's not a feel-good time. And it sucks that it's not a feel-good time, but that's the reality. And the time to be shy and concerned is gone because we can't continue to sacrifice our children. And for me to say that as someone who was like gung-ho for public schools and everything last year, it's crumbling down.
Right. Well,
no doom and gloom, but this is a success story though.
Right. No, and you successfully made the jump to something else. But like if you this is the argument. If you are in a burning house, you save what you can in the house and then get out. You don't stay in the burning house or you're going to die. You have to leave the burning house.
You know what? You made me feel better. We need a moment right here. You just made me feel better because last year was hard.
Right.
As a parent, as a mother, and I know it was hard for so many people, our viewers, but that is the analogy. Oh. It's the burning house. It's you save what you can and you get out, and there will be trauma and there will be grief and there will be things that you have to cope with and overcome, but it is the burning house. Will Witt. This is why he's Will Witt. Okay,
that's too nice. Or let me just say one thing.
Say one more thing
about the parents. Again, the left is losing when it comes to adults in this country. Okay, I think that 2/3 of this country are like us, believe what we do. So this is why they go to the schools. This is why they implement this stuff because they need to convert the children to their leftist dogma so that the next generation can be like them. Because they know that the adults, the people who are actually voting, the people who are putting policies forward, the people who go to these school boards, all these different places within our society, they know that they don't have them anymore. Okay,
That's true.
Especially with the COVID nonsense and the gender stuff. I mean, they don't have adults anymore. So they need to brainwash the children to continue their agenda because those are the only people who will believe this nonsense.
You're right. Now, a lot of people would say, you guys are such conspiracy theorists, but no.
It's not a conspiracy. This is the truth.
It is the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth is tough. Listen, I do want to say, again, this New Jersey, this group of New Jersey parents said that it was a success. I saw a line in here that they're going to use this decision. Well, let me see. Hold on. Parents are anxious about every decision. Parents in the district have other demands that they want the school board to issue an acknowledgement of wrongdoing. They want to remove the members of the Equity and Diversity Advisory Council who were involved in the survey. And the Cedar Grove education officials did acknowledge that they are going to take this ruling that these surveys were wrongly administered. They're going to take this ruling as advisement and guidance on how to move forward as they continue to educate children. They're going to reassess whether or not they administer these surveys. So it's a win, something positive.
They should all be fired.
They should all be fired. I know.
Like the fact that there is an equity council, it's not just one person. This is your tax dollars paying for a council of people. Fire them all.
Exactly.
I don't know why these people have jobs.
I know, baby steps. Okay, so instead of division that these schools are teaching, our PragerU Kids shows and books, as all of you know, are trying to surpass all of this nonsense. So instead of division, we have something that launched today for all of you, our youngest learners. Otto's Tales. Did you know?
My favorite time of the month.
Favorite time of the month. I know. Otto's Tales. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Our book about the dream of a colorblind nation, not division, not divided nation, a colorblind nation where everyone's created in God's image. This book is excellent. The Storytime, it's available on Amazon, and I believe we'll drop the links in the comments for all of you to be able to get the book. And newsflash, you can buy these books and donate them to your school libraries, to your classrooms. We released this book a little bit earlier than we usually do so that we can give ample time to, ahead of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, in 2.5, 3 weeks, something like that, middle of January, obviously. But get the books, donate them to the classroom. This is history, values and historical lessons that are no longer being taught. They want to divide our kids. What color are you? What color are you? What color are you? No, let's go back to normal thinking and teaching.
No, the left is going back to segregation. That's what they want.
Yes, and skin color. Let's go back to teaching rightfully that skin color is insignificant.
Right. Values are the most important thing.
Correct. On our story time. And we've got a story time episode to go with it, as we usually do. Who's our story time narrator? Pop quiz, another pop quiz for Will.
Is this one? Oh, it's I know it's a black guy.
Kory
Booker.
Yeshua.
Oh, okay. Yes, Kory Yeshua.
Kory Booker? Are you out of your mind?
I know. It was a joke. Hercules or wait, Spartacus. No, that's his name. Spartacus. Yeah, it wasn't Spartacus. That's good. Kory Yeshua. Great guy.
Kory Yeshua.
Yes, we had him on our show too.
At the risk of sounding like a mother, Kory Yeshua is a doll.
He's great.
He is a doll. He is the first time. Listen, okay, here we go. Here, if you guys don't know who he is, okay, Scott, you ready? I'm gonna play it. Okay.
To you by PragerU Kids.
Here we go. This is Kory.
Hey, Otto. I'm Kory. Nice to meet you. I'm a dad with 3 daughters, and I'm excited to share a story about a brave, smart, and faithful man who made America better. Do you want to know who he is? Let's read. Otto's Tales. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
And I'll give you... there's a little bit of the book.
I'm Otto. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Okay, that's all you get because you got to watch a story time and buy the book. Kory Yeshua, as many of you know, went viral several times on Instagram and TikTok for his videos with his young daughters, talking about the perils of critical race theory, talking about how he teaches his daughters that they can do anything that they want to do, that skin color, race is insignificant to your character. A lot of his hashtag is Kory Yeshua. Obviously, Yeshua is not his real name, but that's his handle. And he was so gracious to come in and do this story time with us. And he was on the show with you and Amala. So he was a lot of fun. And he's just, I think he's just a shining example of how we should all be raising our kids these days against the woke narratives in schools.
He made a good point. In his video, the one that went viral, is a good point that it was, this is the way that he's teaching his daughter to not look at skin color is just the baseline of what every child already thinks. They have to be taught this racism. They have to be taught this division. That's not how children actually think. It's learned by the left.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. And we were thankful to have him read our story. Scott, are there any comments about New Jersey?
I'm not catching any right
No worries. All right. That's it. I just wanted to pop on, say hello. Will has to go because he has important places to be right now.
Don't say that. Being here is the most important part of my day.
You are working, okay?
I am working, yes,
we are.
I am working.
Listen, it seems like we all like hop around and have a great time here. It is work, and we are happy to do the work, and we diligently do the work. But Will's got someplace to go, to talk, to speak, to create a conversation.
It's called going and getting a hot
in
chocolate in the kitchen.
No, that is not what it is.
With double chocolate.
Case, then go get me one, please.
I'll get you one.
So,
I'll get you one.
Otto's Tales. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The book is on Amazon. The Storytime is on our website, narrated by Kory Yeshua, PragerU.com/kids. Join us. Enjoy our shows. We have so much more coming this year. Many, many, many plans for our PragerU resources and educators. PragerU resources and for educators and parents. Membership, prep membership. It is the foundation for our PragerU Kids shows, and it allows our kids shows to be free. So please become a member. You get, you get access to a private discussion forum for parents and teachers through our PragerU app. Lots of conversations, solutions, solving issues happening in there. Nearly 20,000 members in about 1 year. We have almost 100,000 subscribers that request that our kids' shows get delivered to them directly every time they're put up on our website. So our family is growing at PragerU Kids, and we're very thankful. And we're thankful to you, Will. I'm much more thankful for you. You did all this. That's a truly amazing thing. I didn't do it by myself. There's a whole your entire team. But you were like the first one. Thank you. Which is incredible. I was the second one. All right, second one. All right. Listen, take the compliment, Jill. I'll take it. Thank you very much. All right. Happy 2022. Join us at PragerU.com/kids. Become a prep member. And we wish you all the best. That's a New Year's kiss. See? We wish you all the best in 2022, but I'll be back here when our next book launches. Yes. Have a good one. Bye, guys.